In the quaint town of Ravenswood, there stood an ancient library, rumoured to hold an unusual collection of enchanted paintings and portraits. Being an avid art enthusiast, I couldn't resist the allure of this peculiar place. Little did I know that my visit to the library would unravel a haunting tale of talking images, ancient curses, and malevolent spirits that would haunt me for the rest of my life. As I entered the library, the scent of old books and aged wood filled my senses. It was a place that exuded an air of mystique and untold stories. The librarian, an elderly gentleman named Mr. Sinclair, greeted me with a knowing smile as if he understood the secrets the library held. He directed me to the secluded section at the back, where the enchanted images were said to reside. The paintings were known to come alive and speak to those who dared to look into their eyes. Skeptical yet intrigued, I ventured into the dimly lit section, surrounded by mysterious frames. I chose a painting that depicted a serene forest scene. The colours were vibrant, and the foliage seemed to sway with a gentle breeze. As I stared into the eyes of the painted characters, I half expected them to come alive and speak to me. But nothing happened, and I dismissed the notion as mere folklore. As I moved to another painting, I noticed an eerie sensation in the air. Whispers seemed to echo through the chamber, and shadows danced on the walls. I turned to see if anyone else was present, but I was alone with the talking images. My heart quickened as I decided to test the legends. I focused my attention on a portrait of a young woman, her eyes holding a captivating yet unsettling gaze. I whispered, "Are you there?" To my astonishment, the woman's painted lips moved, and a voice, soft as a whisper, replied,
"Yes, I am here."
Startled, I took a step back, unsure of what I had just experienced. It couldn't be real, I thought, as I tried to rationalize the bizarre event. Curiosity got the better of me, and I approached another painting, this time an imposing man with a stern expression. "Can you hear me?" I asked hesitantly. Again, the painted figure responded,
"Indeed, I can hear your every word."
The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end, and a shiver ran down my spine. There was no logical explanation for what was happening, but the paintings were unmistakably responding to my questions. Determined to learn more about this peculiar phenomenon, I moved from one painting to another, engaging with the talking images. Each encounter left me with an unsettling feeling, as if I had glimpsed into a realm where the boundaries between art and reality blurred. In the depths of the library, I stumbled upon a colossal portrait that depicted a masked figure. The painting emanated an ominous aura, and the eyes of the figure seemed to pierce into my soul. Summoning my courage, I addressed the figure. "Who are you, and why do you speak?" A deep, chilling voice echoed through the chamber, sending a chill through my bones.
I am the guardian of the Enchanted Frames. Bound by an ancient curse, I am doomed to watch over these paintings for eternity.
The revelation left me speechless. The Guardian spoke of an ancient sorcerer who had cursed the paintings centuries ago, binding spirits within the frames. Those who dared to interact with the images would fall under the Guardian's influence, trapped in a limbo between the real world and the world of the Enchanted Frames. Feeling a sense of foreboding, I asked the Guardian how I could break the curse and escape the library. He warned me that there was no escape once the bond was forged. The more I engaged with the talking images, the deeper the connection between our worlds became. In a moment of desperation, I pleaded for mercy, hoping the Guardian would show me a way out. But he offered no solace, only a sinister warning that the library's walls would be my eternal prison. Aghast, I tried to flee, but the library seemed to shift and change, trapping me within its confines. Panic gripped my heart as the whispers grew louder, and the images on the walls began to distort and contort, taking on grotesque forms. In my frantic escape, I stumbled upon a hidden room, its door slightly ajar. Cautiously I entered, and to my horror I found a canvas waiting for me. The Guardian's voice echoed in my mind, urging me to paint a portrait of myself, a self-portrait that would forever bind me to the talking images. Doubt and fear battled within me as I picked up a paintbrush and began to create my likeness on the canvas. The Guardian's laughter echoed through the room, and I knew I'd been ensnared by the library's malevolence. With every stroke, the world around me blurred, and I felt a sinister presence taking hold. My very essence seemed to merge with the canvas, and I became one with the cursed paintings. In the years that followed, I became an enigmatic figure in the library's collection of talking images. Visitors who dared to venture into the secluded section would encounter my painted form, destined to engage in an eternal conversation with the living world. Time lost its meaning as I remained trapped within the enchanted frames. My only solace was the company of those who dared to interact with the paintings, a company of souls both curious and desperate, seeking answers that would never be found. To this day, the Library of Ravenswood remains a haven for those who seek to delve into the mysteries of the talking images. Its whispers and shadows continue to lure unsuspecting souls, forever bound to the Guardian's malevolence. As the sun sets on another day, I await the arrival of the next visitor, hoping that they will be the one to break the curse and release me from the haunting embrace of the library's talking images. Until that day comes, I am destined to remain a mere whisper in the haunted halls of the Ravenswood Library, a living painting trapped in the enigmatic world of art and horror.